I don't have a problem with being a creative person. I love being creative. I live for it. I love the friendship that I have with it because the creative self is the explorer, the chance taker, the adventuresome person, while the rest of me is going, I don't know. Yeah, that inner fear is always fighting with that creative side of you that's going, come on, let's do it. Let's just jump. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally Uncut because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. I am so glad you're here. We have got some subjects to talk about today. You don't have to grab a pen or anything like that because that's what I love about podcasting is that you can always go back to it and then just kind of study the areas that just poof, suddenly appear because that's how it appears to me on a page. And there are many times that I have to drop the writing instrument and I have to sit there and think about it and go, wow. Of all the years that I've been blessed to be on this planet and it now shows up, how is this even possible? So a quote hits me yesterday. How would your mother describe you? I want you to think about that. How would your mother describe you? Thoughts like this hit me through all methods of communication. This quote came from a movie. I don't know how my mother would describe me. It would depend on what part of the journey we're putting focus on. There were times that I'm sure she wished that she could have stepped in a little bit more than what she did. She always believed things would work itself out, which might be why I live a life of walking into the fire and not away. I can't find it in my heart to assume my mother's words. Seeing her children split had to have been hard on her heart. Yet when she and I spoke, you would never know that such an emotion existed. How would your mother describe you? I'm going to stop and let the universe invite us to meet inside meditation. How would your mother describe you? Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. I hear things. I feel things. I see things. I put things on paper. And then we go to work. We study. And why do we do that? Because that's what I was born to do. And all I want to do is share with you an idea of taking the steps to better understand who it is that you are as a regular person, as an artist, as somebody who is a genius, but you're still lost because you have all of those great things happening. But can you explain where they're coming from? This is The Daily Mess. Asking questions, then questioning answers. Moments such as this always have a way of affecting your nighttime dreams. When a spider appears within the moments of REM, instantly my imagination kicks in. I want to know, in that moment, why a spider has made itself present in my steps. Well, here's what the spider represents. An opportunity has been made. It is now available. It wants you to travel deeper into your own wisdom. The spider says, be aware of potential traps. Open your mind. Don't limit your steps. Teach the inner core to explore. A great time to write creatively. Which makes me wonder, why don't people like or love spiders? They're amazingly positive while ridding the planet of nasty insects. Just once. I challenge you to do something different. Let your spiders live. It's a very short life for them. Why are we the captains of their ship? It's going to teach you a lot. The question is, are you going to write the messages, the lessons learned? In the moments of doing the studies on the spider this morning, I turned to my wife and I explained to her about the dream that I had of a giant spider outside our window, and it wanted me. It wanted me. And I could not understand why this spider was deadlocked on me. And so to see the positive message here that the spider shares through Native American spirituality, it was one of those, I get it now. I get it. But the things that you see inside your dreams, her question was, are there ever any animals inside your studies that are not positive? Without even thinking, only because I've read these books over and over and over again, and I've experienced so many of these things, I looked at her and said, yes, there are many animals that appear in your life and on your path that when they are there, it means wake up call USA. It means get your focus back together. Study the things that are around you. What does this mean? Goes all the way back to the original question. How would your mother describe you? Okay, that spider. What does it mean? Ask the questions, question the answers. You find yourself in places of assumption because you allow that to happen. Assumption isn't true. It's an assumption. You're writing a story that doesn't exist. Find your place of reality. And if it doesn't fit well within what you want, you've always got the power of choice. It gives you the ability and the willingness to see things a different way. But you're gonna have to grow with it. There's gonna have to be change. Embrace it. Fall in love with it. Listen to it. Find your way. I'm Arroe, and that's The Daily Mess.